Temperatures were coming in hot this weekend, and we were in the mid 80s, upper 80s, even mid 90s across some spots. And depending on exactly where you were at, temperatures were around 10 to even 20 degrees above normal. Our normal highs are typically in the mid and upper 70s for this time of year, so we were well above that. And some areas even nearing some record highs both on Saturday and Sunday. Didn't exactly break any of these records per se, but we did come pretty close in some spots, like Iowa City yesterday, tying that record at 96 degrees. And while it's not going to be as hot over the next few days, temperatures are still going to be well above average. Monday and Tuesday, 10-15 degrees above normal, so we'll stay in those 80s. But as we kind of progress through the week, temperatures will slowly start to drop day by day, and by the end of the week and into the upcoming weekend, we'll be a little bit closer to normal. This means 70s, potentially some lower 80s as well. But this is going to be all thanks to our next storm system that's going to come through by the end of the week. And behind that cold front, temperatures will go down and start to feel a lot more comfortable. Right now, we do have a pretty quiet start to the day for most of us. We do have some rain and storms starting to develop off to our west, just east of I-35. And so for most of us, we're going to avoid this, but for some of our western counties, could kind of start to clip some of those storms. So just something to keep in mind as you're heading out the door this morning. But those are moving through pretty quickly and should be out of here fairly soon. Temperatures right now are sitting in the 60s, around 70 degrees across the area, and dew points are kind of just trailing behind this. So we're sitting in the mid 60s right now. So it's feeling humid, a little bit sticky start to the day, and that humidity is going to be present and felt as we head throughout this afternoon. We'll also have some heavier cloud cover starting to filter in as we head through the day. Today, skies will be partly to mostly cloudy. Temperatures top out in the mid and upper 80s. Some spots across eastern Iowa, especially south of Interstate 80, could touch those lower 90s, but most of us will be sitting in the 80s today. But as I mentioned before, humidity is going to be elevated today, and so heat index values will likely be in those upper 80s and lower 90s across the area today. This is what it's going to be feeling like around 4 o'clock, 91 degrees here in Cedar Rapids for that feels like temperature. Also this afternoon, there will be a very low chance that we could see an isolated shower or storm develop, but chances are fairly low, and most of the area will likely stay dry and avoid all of that. As we head through tonight, skies are partly cloudy, temperatures fall into the 60s. Then tomorrow we'll have a chance for a few isolated showers towards the morning, but I do think that the afternoon is when we could see a little bit more of that scattered activity move through. And similar situation for Wednesday, we'll have the chance for some isolated shower activity. This is ahead of that system that I mentioned before that's going to be bringing in several rounds of showers and storms as we head towards the end of the week. And you can see that here on our 7-day rain graph. Rain chances really do start to increase as we head towards Thursday, Friday, and also into the upcoming weekend. So in the meantime, just those isolated chances over the next few days with those warm temperatures in the upper 80s. By the end of the week, the rain chances start to go up, but the temperatures go back down once that cold front swings through, dropping us into the 70s.